FTW Broadcasting here for the win. We bring you that hot StarCraft 2 action. My name is Awall, and joining me, as always, is my boy Danny. You already knew that, though. We are a proud partner with the UEN.com. That's the United Earth Network, and the map you're looking at right now, Xel'Naga Caverns, my favorite. We downloaded this from SC2Replay.com. We're getting back on board with the Go4SC2 series. Correct me if I'm wrong, Danny. This is the ESL Go4SC2 tournament, number 51. This is the finals, and my pick is here in the top right-hand corner of the map. A member of Mouse Gaming, mouzStrelok. Going to refer to him as Strelok or Strelok. Not sure how to correctly pronounce that. Danny's pick is here in the bottom left-hand corner. SharkGSjoW. Pretty sure he goes by SJoW normally, though, right, Danny?
I believe that is correct. I am rooting for him because his name's Shark, and a wise man once told me that sharks don't look back because they don't have necks, so that's why I'm going for him. And I will probably continue to call him Shark throughout the entire tournament here.
That's fine with me. That's I'm quite all right with that. Whenever I Googled to get information on this guy, Shark Week kept coming up, and so both of those things are totally awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you gotta live every week like it's Shark Week if you really want to live life. And as we see on this production tab, we see a very mirror build like you see in most TVTs. You see the refinery is down and the barracks are down, and now the SCV4 Strelok is moving out first. Or he's going to get that earlier scout in. We could expect Shark's SCV to be coming out any minute now. Probably just as soon as his Rax is done, I expect him to send that SCV out. Hopefully we could see those that worker fist bump we love so much. Fingers crossed on that one.
I'm really crossing my fingers. Hopefully, no, he's not going to send him across. I don't know about a fist bump. We might go straight into worker violence, which we love that too. So as long as the workers are doing something other than what they're supposed to be doing, and it looks like that Marine from Shark is queued up to go straight to that SCV. He recognizes there's impending danger with his SCV Spidey senses and heads out of the base.
Yeah, absolutely. He's rolling out. He saw pretty much what he expected to see, which was the exact same build he was doing. So, and you see Shark putting his other supply depot up here. Good strategy there. You keep spread out your supply depots, kind of fill in the gaps in your base. You don't want to have any real blind spots. It helps you spot those drops earlier, spots any sort of weird proxy that might be happening. We see the reactor, we see the production splitting here. The factory for Shark, the reactor for Mouse. Looks like Shark is going to be going the standard 1-1-1 build, while Mouse is going to be going a more marine-heavy build. I don't see him building another Rax or a factory or anything, and I'm wondering on that if he's just going to go heavy marine and a kind of an early push. I would like to see an engineering bay going down if he's going to do that. Maybe go for the one weapons push, but even then you want to see another Rax or two come out.
Well, he did drop that factory down at the southern tip of his base, and what I did notice is he dropped his second refinery at 16, as opposed to Shark, who dropped his at 21. So it looks like he does have plans down the road, and maybe he's just filling in these Marines in the meantime to hold off, maybe anticipating an early push from his opponent.
Well, you're absolutely right there. Good to correct me when I miss something like that, which is oh so very rare, obviously, but every now and then I will.
It's so rare. It's you are so much smarter than me. I mean, you don't have a neck, so the circulation is. I don't know what I'm talking about.
You need to just drop that one there.
I'm dropping that one.
I saw where you were going, but that was a failure.
It was a failure. Shark's sending his Hellion across the map right now. He's going to be running into some serious problems here. A Hellion from Strelok as well, headed across the map. Maybe we'll see some Dune Buggy on Dune Buggy action, which you rarely see. They're going to duke it out here at the Xel'Naga Watchtower. Oh no, this is pretty awesome. I think you can see some pretty exciting micro with two super fast units like this, but looks to me like Shark is running scared.
Yeah, he's like, I'm just not going to do that. This is a scout unit. This is not an attack unit. He's just going to scout. Meanwhile, we see the Banshee coming out as well as a Raven for Strelok. So we got a little interesting air battle here with the React or Tech Lab Starport units. So scan there on Shark by Strelok, trying to see what's going on. He sees the 1-1-1. He sees a second factory or a second barracks coming up. There comes that Banshee. I wonder if he's just going to move in from the immediate harass. He's following it up with a Raven of his own. So I love to see Raven play. It's really a lot of fun. You see those point defense drones can make a big difference. And we see Siege Tech now for Strelok. So it looks like he's going to go with a heavy marine tank army with a, just a Raven for a little bit of cover there. Maybe they're going to see those minigun harass, and here we go with that Banshee's going to come rolling in and taking out that SCV that was built in that command center. Very nice job there. The command center now just kind of dead in the water till another SCV. All right, back in work there. So I don't know if this Banshee's going to be able to do much with those. Oh, it takes out another SCV. Good sniping there with that Banshee. He's basically using that command center to keep the Marines away from him.
That's a really nice plan. The Raven obviously is a great pick with Banshees on the field. Banshee does not have cloak researched right now, which is he's sort of a sitting duck, but he's using the high ground to his advantage right now. There you go. Strelok's got the Viking in the game, was able to take care of business there. That was super annoying, and that really took away that super early expansion advantage that Strelok had. And Shark's like, well, I better expand myself as he's dropping down his command center directly on his natural expansion.
Yeah, absolutely. And you see the Strelok is switching his starport and his barracks there. It looks like he wants to pump out Vikings as he saw those Banshees on the field. He's thinking, he's probably thinking more Banshees are going to come, so he's pumping out Vikings. But in fact, Shark is not doing that. He's actually pumping more Marines and getting ready for a drop of some sort, I'm thinking. And so maybe that was a really smart move, kind of almost tricking his opponent with the single Banshee and getting him to go heavy Vikings, which will be very well countered by these Marines. And so we see the Shark is gathering up his forces here. He's Maynarding some units over to his expansion. I wonder if he's going to go for a drop here or if he's just kind of waiting, lying in wait, trying to decide what he wants to do. Meanwhile, Strelok has set up a nice siege tank spot here ready on his expansion with a couple Marines and a Hellion. So Shark is definitely going to need to drop in if he wants to do any real damage. It's going to be hard to push through that with two siege tanks like that.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, the medevac, one of the most dangerous units to have in your army when you're a Terran player. We've seen QXC, a few replays from him. He's the drop master, and his drops are so dangerous, constantly applying pressure. You don't have to bust out Banshees and Hellions to apply pressure. Medevacs can do it too. And well, I mean, both opponents, I don't think they're going to be able to walk in the front door of either person's base. I mean, typically you can't do that against Terran as it is. And we see a couple Vikings doing a dance here on the right-hand side of the map, and I'm a big fan of that. Maybe they could tighten that up a little bit and have it be a better dance for us. Combat shields have been researched for Shark, so he does have the tough Marines with stim packs. So they are all kinds of jacked up and good to go.
Yeah, I wanted to point out those Vikings. He's doing a nice patrol here. Basically he's protecting himself from drops in this area here with those Vikings. Those Vikings would tear up a single medevac as it came through with rather quickly, so that's a really nice play there. I also want to point out this, as he's going to take his rich minerals here, this factory here. Basically, Shark has created an extra choke point, shortening the amount of space here, because there's many entrances to your natural here. Basically, he's blocked it off with this engineering bay, this one spot, and then he's kind of choked off a little bit with that factory there. So he's basically limiting the ways in which his opponent can get into his natural, which I like that building placement. Good use of the environment.
Yeah, great job by both players too. If you look in their mains, both have very advantageously used supply depots to to block off the sides of their mineral lines and block off all those sneaky entrances into their base. And I really like that from both players. I would have to say the Strelok's done a bit of a better job with that. And both armies are kind of heading towards the middle of the map. Strelok has set up shop with all of these siege tanks. SharkG has his own siege tanks over here too. This might go down very soon, as this rich mineral is now getting pumped full of lead by Strelok.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a command center going down at Shark's rich mineral here. So yeah, I want to mention again, like what you just said, the basically SimCity style base building here by Strelok. I really like that. It's control of your base. You saw that a lot more in Warcraft 3 than you see it in Starcraft, but it is very effective, especially against Terrans who like to drop and harass. And we are. Well, I am very excited right now because we are on the edge of a huge battle.
God, we are. He's approaching that Xel'Naga watchtower. He's going to see all kinds of units. Yeah, he just popped in there real quick. Has his Marine chilling at the tower to give him vision. He knows exactly what he's up against, which is a boatload of siege tanks. Pulling up this units tab right now. That is a total of 7 siege tanks that Strelok has. You don't really want to walk around, but he's coming around back. He thinks he's going to come around back. He's going to load up all those medevacs full of units, drop in the town here while he distracts. Oh no, all these units are going to drop into the town, use that high ground to their advantage, completely completely protecting them. And meanwhile, on the ground level, these siege tanks for Strelok need to get in a better position. However, they just completely just melt-asized everything that Shark had there on the ground level. Now Shark is trying to maximize his positioning here, moving the Marines into the town, trying to take down SCVs. Shark very smart in dropping those point defense drones right there on the edge, preventing any sort of defensive counterattack. These Marines in real bad shape right now. Shark's going to need to pull these medevacs out ASAP. He heard what I said. He's rolling out right now. There are no more Vikings to pump those medevacs full of lead, so they're pulling out. I would say that that was a fairly even exchange.
Yeah, absolutely. You look at the units lost tab, it's about 40 to 37, so very, very close. Taking a look at the income tab, we're still pretty even on harvesters. SharkGSjoW had a little bit of a